on the next Rick and Morty.
All right, Morty, you ready for our adventure to the lost city of Atlantis?
Ready as I'll ever be, Rick!
Rick and Morty, next Sunday night at 11:30.
Whoa! Yeah! Atlantis, baby!
Only on Adult Swim.
Hey everybody, new Rick and Morty. So, new conspiracy theory. There's a lot of talk that's happening about episode 7 in some conflicting evidence. The creators have come out and talked that makes it sound like it's going to be their version of a season 3 interdimensional cable episode without actually being interdimensional cable 3. So it's actually supposed to be really cool despite the pitch being deceptively simple. Up until recently, most sites were crediting the title of the episode as Tales from the Citadel without an actual description, but now the title is being listed as The Ricklantis Mix-Up. In the description reads, Atlantis We're Coming. A nice little self-contained episode about Atlantis is waiting for the audience, which basically sounds like nothing, like, oh, we're just going to go to Atlantis, it's going to be a nice little one-off adventure, it won't be serialized with the divorce and all that other stuff, and that's it. So because Rick and Morty is just laden with so much sarcasm in the way they pitch stuff, it just sounds like that's meant to be completely misleading and it's going to be some much bigger idea, even if it isn't connected to the divorce and the ongoing storyline. So that's where it sounds like they might be working in vignettes with a bunch of interdimensional cable-type stories without it actually being that. That might be an opportunity for some of these scenes from the opening credits, like with all the crazy different versions of Morty at boarding school. The whole thing with interdimensional cable is they said that they would be doing something like that every year, but just after I posted my episode 7 trailer video a couple days ago, Ryan Ridley confirmed that they wouldn't be doing interdimensional cable 3, but to expect another fun treat, which sounds like they're going to be doing a version of that without doing the exact same thing. Because it does sound like they tire of doing the exact same shtick over and over, which is why you haven't seen the Meeseeks come back all the time, why you haven't seen Mr. Poopy Butthole right away. There's this quote that Justin Roiland gave a long time ago where he talks about them doing their own version of Simpsons' Treehouse of Horrors, where they do something every year like that, but it's a little bit different. So there's this Comic-Con clip where he talks a little bit about that, but it's where he's talking about the follow-up to Ricksty Minutes.
I was wondering if there was going to be another episode like Ricksty Minutes, because I love that episode so much, and just the randomness and the improvisation was pretty freaking awesome.
Should we just say that that's our...
Oh yeah, we are gonna do another one of those.
That's gonna be our Treehouse of Horror. I mean, we're gonna do one of those every season. So yes, yeah. There is another episode of Ricksty Minutes. It's got a different title, but yeah, we should, like, these guys just. You guys are up till 4 a.m.
We were up to 5 a.m.
5 a.m. writing the B story for it just like last week. So
which I think we have to throw out.
No.
Did you see it?
I read it. Yeah.
No, it's no good.
It's great. Well, I mean, there's a couple of moments we can.
Yeah.
But it's good. I'm excited. It's a Jerry story. It's really good. It's good.
So obviously when he said that episode would have a different title, he's talking about Interdimensional Cable 2. That's the episode where Jerry got in trouble, had to go to the alien hospital, and then they did all those news stories.
Calling all Jan Michael Vincents! Calling all Jan Michael Vincents!
In a world where there's 8 Jan Michael Vincents.
We need 1 Jan Michael Vincent to Quadrant C! We need 2 Jan Michael Vincents to Quadrant E!
And 16 quadrants. There's only enough time for a Jan Michael Vincent to make it to a quadrant. He can't be at 2 quadrants at once.
So there's still a couple scenes in the opening credits that they could include if they're going to be doing separate vignettes, whether or not we're following around the same version of Rick and Morty the entire time. We have the Butt World, we have Terminator Summer, we have Boarding School Morty with all the different versions of Morty, and then we have the Morty Store. So let me know in the comments if they were billing the episode as Tales from the Citadel and Ryan Ridley confirmed that they would have a fun spin on interdimensional cable coming up. Then do you think that's what episode 7's supposed to be? There's actually another fun theory that I've seen start to pop up. Because they're going to Atlantis in the teaser, people are now theorizing that Rick is the person who sank Atlantis. But the only problem with that is that as far as we know, he doesn't travel in time. He may have done it in the past because he has a box of time travel stuff, so at some point he did time travel.
Because time travel is a real shark jumper.
Yes, it is.
Once you introduce into the canon of your show, it's just a dangerous toy to pull out.
And by the way, Rick never traveled. None of them traveled in time. All they did was pause time.
Right. It fractures time, so they're in a space where they have become theoretical instead of real.
Yeah.
Although your keen-eyed viewer will notice that Rick in his garage has a box that's labeled time travel
Yeah, because that's
stuff.
some shit he's been trying to work
Yeah,
on.
That's
fucked
the
with it.
joke, is that it's on the shelf.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's on the shelf, much like your script at Fox. You fucking
You
piece of shit hack.
You fucking piece of
joke.
garbage.
Can you iris in right now?
It's possible that he could have sunk Atlantis, but without more evidence or more footage, and without Rick just outright saying that he time traveled and accidentally did something to Atlantis, there's no way to confirm that. But what's going to happen is because there's no new episode on Sunday, there's a new Morty video that I'm working on, as well as a Gravity Falls Easter egg montage, so those will post in the next week or so, but just leave all your Rick and Morty video requests in the comments below. They've been a little radio silent recently, aside from Dan Harmon speaking up about the big Game of Thrones dig, just saying how it was kind of crass and they had nothing to do with it, regardless of where you fall on that spectrum. But there is a new round of that Zen Monkey Studios merch giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. Congratulations to the winner from the last video, Cake Man. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. While you wait for everything, click here for brand new Rick and Morty, and you can click here for brand new Game of Thrones. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.